In this video, we're going to finish Ruth 1-2. In a previous video, we went up to the auth knot, and so in this video, we will do everything after the auth knot. And so we will read first the Hebrew text and give a quick translation, and then I'll point out some things of morphology and syntax. Vayavo'u Sedei Moav, Vayikyu Sham. And they came to the fields of Moab, and they existed there. I notice first that I have a call imperfect 3MP Vav consecutive form of the verbal root bo. I want to look real quick at the Vav consecutive form. The Vav consecutive on the imperfect is distinguishable from the conjunctive Vav. The Vav consecutive on the imperfect is pointed like the definite article. I have a Vav, Pata, and then a Dagesh in the first letter of the word. And if you think of the word noun Melech, if we were to make this definite, I would have a He, Pata, and a Dagesh in the first letter in the Mem. So you see how the Vav consecutive on the imperfect is pointed like the definite article. Likewise, if I had an imperfect 1CS, so let's do ektol, and I were to add the Vav consecutive on ektol, I would have a Vav with a kametz. And this follows the rules for attaching an article to a word that begins with an aleph. Like up here in the beginning of Ruth 1-2, ha-ish. Ish begins with an aleph, so the article will have a he with a kametz. And so my Vav consecutive on the imperfect 1CS will do the same thing. So for the imperfect, the Vav consecutive and Vav conjunctive are easily distinguished. The conjunctive Vav is going to have a Vav typically with a schwa. On our verbal root, bo, my thematic vowel for the call imperfect 3MP of bo is holum. And this is important because the hifil for bo is going to look very similar. The performative is also going to be a kametz for the hifil and for the call. But what helps me tell the difference between a call imperfect with Vav consecutive of bo or a hifil Vav consecutive of bo is the thematic vowel. The call will have a holum, whereas the hifil will have a sere. And so those thematic vowels come in handy. Next, I see we have a construct package. We have our plural construct ending, so our word is plural. It's fields, not field. I also know that the entire construct package is definite. And it's definite because the last word in the package is definite. Moab is a proper noun and is inherently definite. Therefore, the whole construct package is definite. The fields of Moab. In our last clause, we have again a Vav consecutive, and this is the call imperfect 3MP Vav consecutive of Hayah. And on this verb, the R3 Hay is removed, and the shurik of the 3MP is added directly to the R2 Yod. You notice the Vav consecutive pointed like the article, just like on our first verb. And then lastly, we complete the verse with Sham, there, and they existed there. In this verse, well, in this half of the verse, I should say, we have two verbal clauses. If you remember, in the first half of Ruth 1:2, we had 3 nominal clauses. I posted a short video talking a little bit about verbless nominal clauses. Well, I'm going to post another video talking about verbal clauses, and I'm going to be emphasizing how the nominal and the verbal clauses are different, not just in their name, nominal and verbal, but they mean 2 different things. And so just be looking for that video, and I pray that the Lord will continue to bless you in your study of His Word in Hebrew.